Meow. Yay. Okay. First of all, guys, congrats for being here. If you're here, then you have officially, shown that there's no such thing as a slow month or a slow season for you. Like you are crushing your business. Sales are not a problem for you. Even if it's a slower month than maybe you're used to, you are still showing up. You're still doing the things. We've all seen you. We've all seen you as a presence in the in the run. We've seen your presence on our team pages. We've seen your presence on our leaderboards, and we wanted to reward you with that. So we all came together to kind of, come up with a really, really rad sponsoring Zoom for you guys. The way it's going to go is this is recording, so I will be able to save it and share it for those that missed it while it's live. But make sure the chat is open. Make sure if you see something in the chat you love, you either jot it down, or at the end before this meeting is over, you can copy the whole chat and paste it. I love doing that into Word. You can paste it onto your phone if you're on your phone in the notes section. But we want to get you guys hyped about sponsoring. And just to preface this, so each of us is going to spend 15 minutes sharing something that really will take your sponsoring game to the next freaking level. And ladies, if you want to share like a quick 30-second like about you kind of thing before you get started, that would be rad too, in case there's anyone that doesn't know the other leader that's going to chat, and maybe share how many you've personally sponsored and how you met them. And then, we'll talk for about 15 minutes a piece here. But know that we're not here to tell you, that you have to sponsor if you want to build your business, because we all know that, right? Like, that's why you're here. You are here because you know how to sell, and you know that sponsoring is part of it. You can't just book parties and sell product. You have to take it to the next level, and you have to sponsor too. We know that, it is important for you to do both. Hold on, let me just mute everybody as they come in. There we go. So we want to basically share our favorite tips on how we sponsor and how to get you so uplifted and confident that you become sponsoring masters, because it really is something that will take your business to that black status level. So we are recording. We're going to turn it over and start with Sonia. Super excited for Sonia to share her story. I'm going to go ahead and unmute her, and I will mute myself. And then I will keep an eye on everybody as they join, making sure they're muted so we can get started. Sonia, boo, let's do it.
What's up, everybody? I'm so pumped. Like, when Val came up to us with this idea, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, let's do it. Because I knew that we are going to be amongst the best of the best. And what was hilarious, not hilarious, but interesting to me, is that when I personally, on my team, I don't know about Nikki and Val, but on my team, when I posted who the top 30 were, I got so many messages from people that were in complete shock that they were in the top 30. And I feel like it is because we are often stay so focused on the things that are not happening and the things that we're not doing and the things that are not coming to fruition, that we're often stuck in that mindset of like, I'm not good enough, or I'm not doing this right. And so when I posted that top 30 and I had those people come and being like, oh my God, I had no idea, or oh, I really needed this, or I really needed that shout out. It's just like, remember who you are. You guys right here on this Zoom are the top 30 in a black status team. Like, I'm not sure about the other team numbers, but my team number, like, we just hit just over 1,600 now. You are the top 30 in a 1,600 people team. You took this business and you're running with it. And I'm so damn proud of you. And this goes for everybody. You are the top 30 of a tribe of powerful women. So congratulations to you. And I want you to feel that. And I want you to own that. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Sonia Aikens. I'm a Black Status leader. My team is called Bombshell Beauties VIP. And I joined May 26th. Okay, May 26th of 2016. I joined in the last few days of the month. All right. And Amanda Lawrence is my sponsor. And Amanda actually met me, or I met her, in a party. She was just this girl from Louisiana, and I'm over here in Canada, and she was doing a party, and she posted about the kit, and I started creeping her on her personal page because she sent me a friend request, and I started literally, like this was me on her live videos, like I did that often. And then I just messaged her. I went to her and I said, hey, I want to get this kit. Okay. I want to get this kit. So I've been with Younique for it'll be close to 2.5 years. Our team hit black status in 15 months. And we had a pretty small team. I think we had a team of 800, I think. And I personally have sponsored 163. Here's the thing, my friends. Here is the thing, is that I looked at that number today and I almost forgot. There's times in this business, it does not matter what status you are. It does not matter the day that you join. It does not matter how long you've been doing this for. You will naturally fall into that self-doubt. Okay. And I believe that is a huge reason why people don't sponsor, why people don't send messages back to people, why people are reserved from trying to sponsor people, is because they don't feel worthy of it. And I understand that because I'm the queen of working on my self-worth every single day. So I want to really talk to you guys about your mindset and your self-worth, but I wanted to kind of bring something different because I know that this is an exclusive chat. Like, we chose you guys because you're the best of the best. I don't need to tell you that you know how to sell. You freaking know to sell. You got good at something, and you got good at it because you practiced it, because you found something within you that was good, and you want to acknowledge that. You are a badass, okay? I want you to know that. I want you to feel that. You are a badass in every sense of the term, and anybody would be honored to join your team. Anybody would be blessed to be sitting next to somebody that knows what they're doing. And so often we don't feel like we know what we're doing. But that is self-doubt that's creeping into your head. So one thing that I really like to work with my team on is I'm a firm believer that your why kind of comes first, okay? If you don't know why you're doing this, if you're just kind of like going through the motions and just reading the documents and doing what people tell you to do, you're going to find a time where you're going to kind of slow down and your passion's not going to be there. Sorry, I'm echoing. So what you need to kind of think about is why you're doing this. Like, what is it about this that makes you sell all this makeup? Why are you even selling all this makeup in the first place? Right? It might be that you like to make people feel good about themselves. It might be that you're going after a certain goal. That income that you make immediately after somebody purchases off you, like, that's huge. That 25%, up to 30% of people buying off you, that is huge. And it took me a really long time to let go of the idea that it is more important for me to get that top customer on my team than it was for me to just get the sales off them. Because I liked that feeling of like, oh my God, she just bought a collection of me. I just made $40, woo! But that person, bringing her onto our team and showing to her what this is about. We have no idea the people that need this in their lives. When I first joined, Amanda had zero faith in me whatsoever. She didn't think that I was going to do anything with this. I was just this like shy, timid, like very like girl that barely smiled, hardly had a laugh, no business mindset whatsoever. I had no past experience with sales. I wasn't, on paper, I shouldn't have been good at this. But I found something in this that I loved, and you have the fact that you're here right now, this Zoom was offered to a lot of people, and there's a lot of people that aren't on here. One, they might have to catch the replay because it didn't work for their schedule. Or two, they just don't care, You are here or watching the replay for a reason, because you have a passion in this business. There's something that you love about it. So it always goes back to that thing. Now, when it comes to sponsoring, okay, when it comes to sponsoring, we can sit here and preach all day of why you need to sponsor. You need to sponsor or else your business isn't going to grow. You need to sponsor or else your business is not going to move forward. You need to sponsor because maybe you've sponsored so many at one point and then you stop sponsoring and your business is going to go backwards. You're going to lose out on things. You're going to, you know what I mean? I could sit here and preach that all I want, but it doesn't matter. Okay. Right now, you know that you need to sponsor. But it's the question of why aren't you? Okay. And I go through these motions all the time. You know, I'll sponsor and then I don't. And I sponsor and then I don't. And I sponsor and I don't. And all the times that I'm not sponsoring, it's because there's something that I'm playing with in my brain. There's something that's holding me back. And it's constantly having to break through those things. So I want you to think of the reason, like, do you know what to do in order to sponsor? Do you know how to sponsor people? You know? Do you know what kind of message to send? If you don't know, then you're going to go do the research. So I want you to answer that question to yourself, okay? Why am I doing this in the first place? Why is this important to me? Okay? Why is this important to me? What can I get out of this? Right? Like, so write that all at the top. What can I get out of this? If I was extremely successful in this business, whatever success looks like to you, if you are extremely successful in this business, what would you get out of it? Right? And then I want you to say to yourself, at the bottom of that page, I want you to write, I am not sponsoring people because, you know, I'm afraid to send out those I'm afraid of rejection. I'm afraid that somebody's gonna, I don't know, all your reasons. I am not sponsoring people because, you know, I don't feel like I can help them, train them. You know, I've sponsored people before and they never do anything. So why would somebody else do anything? Right? Oh, those mind tricks. Maybe it's, you know, I just don't know how. I've sent out 5 sponsoring messages and they didn't even get back to me. It just doesn't feel good. Girlfriend, okay? You're going to write down all those reasons why you don't do it. If you are only selling, if you only want the sales and you don't want to move forward in this business, cool beans. But if you want to move forward in this business, if you want to inspire the crap out of other people, if you want to be everything that you can be, you are going to want to reach other people, okay? We rise by lifting others. You are incredible. You're the top 30. You right there. You're the top 30. Anybody would be so honored to be a part of your team. So and then in the middle of that, in big, bold letters, I want you to write, I gave it all up because. Because if you're not doing this, if you're not sponsoring, you're not going to go further. And that is a harsh reality. And it's hard. And I've done this exercise a million different times because I need that reminder all the time. So it's going to look like this. You know, I want to be able, my kids to not have to worry about paying for college. I want to be able to retire my husband and let him have his dreams come true. I want to keep traveling with my friends every single time there's a trip. I want to be able to earn it. I want to be there with them. I want everything that Unique can give. I want to be recognized by Unique. I want somebody to be like, oh, that girl, I know that girl. I've seen that girl before. She's amazing. I love that. That's what speaks to my soul. And at the bottom, it's going to say, you know, I'm going to have all that. And then I'm going to say, and I gave it all up because I was worried that somebody wasn't going to respond to me. I was worried. I gave it all up because, you know, I was worried that, you know, this person, I sponsored 5 people and nobody did anything. It starts to sound a little bit ridiculous because our mind is like, yes, big dreams, big goals, big everything. And then we say, you know, because somebody didn't answer me. But in that moment, it feels so real. And I learned about this. It's called Q-tip. Quit taking it personally. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. The other thing, okay, so do you know what to do? Do you know how to send sponsoring messages? Do you know how to reach out to people? Do you know what to say? You know what I mean? If you don't know, where are you going to go find it? In the team pages? Watch training videos? Listen to a book? You know? but we have all the resources for you, right? But it's just a matter of deciding to go look at it. And if you know what to do, what are you doing instead? If you're not sending messages to people, if you're not building relationships with people, what are you spending your time doing instead? Right? And if you could just take a little bit of that time and put it into this time, you're going to see massive things. Okay? Another thing that I find happens often is we get really stuck on the people that are not joining. Like we have these people that are like, yes, I'm going to join on payday. I can't wait. And then we start the countdown for them. And then payday comes and it's freaking crickets. And they've disappeared. They've gone into the witness protection program. Now they're not even responding to me at all. I'm like, cool beans. See you later. Peace out. Like, and then I'm mad. Like I don't even say it out loud, but I'm like, I have 7 people joining this month and I'm going to, that's 7 people. Plus I'm going to get more people on. I'm going to sponsor 20. Yes. And then those 7 people all go into the witness protection program in some sort of island that I've never heard of before. Right. Well, then I stopped sponsoring the rest of the people because I'm so focused on those 7 that didn't join. Let me tell you is that it's going to happen all the time. It's going to happen. This is the regular side of that's a part of the business. People are not going to respond to you. People are going to ghost you. People are going to get started and not do anything with this. You're going to meet somebody in a party and she's going to take this training and she's going to run with it. And it doesn't matter what you do right or what you do wrong, because you're going to make mistakes as a leader. I've made so many mistakes, guys. Like I look back and I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? Okay. It happens all the time, but you're going to meet that person. To get to black status, it takes 4 green elites. That's 4 people that decide to run with this business. Okay. And it's 4 people that decided to run with this business and build a business out of it, and that you're working with and you're talking to every single day. It is not up to you to teach somebody how to be a leader. It is up to you to grab arms with them and to show them how you sold the makeup. You're the best of the best. You can do that. You can show people exactly how to sell makeup. You can show people because you're the person that does it. You're in the top 30, dude. Right? So I personally sponsored people. I found Amanda in a party. I became her first green status. I got her to orange. I got her to purple. I got her to black, right? I was her first green. I was her first orange. I was her first purple. I was her first black status. And if she had not have done that party, she never would have met me. My life wouldn't have changed. I'd still be sitting behind a desk. I'd still have depression and anxiety. I still would have social anxiety. I would still be that meek person in the background, not talking, right? Not living my best life. And now I live my best life every single freaking day. Every day. I love what I do. I love what I do. When I started, was I going to be a good leader at this? Hell no. I had no idea what leadership even meant. As soon as I hit green and they're like, yeah, you're a leader. I'm like, what is that? No, I don't know how to lead anything. I just sell a shitload of makeup. That's all. But I grew into it by making mistakes. And so you deserve that too. You deserve everything that this can bring to it because you are worthy of it. You are in the top 30. You hold those shoulders back, girl. You put those hands on those hips. You put your head back and you be who you want to become. Okay? When I talk about personal development, I will tell you right now that when I heard the word personal development, it used to want me to puke. Like I hated the word. Whenever somebody said you should go read this book, I'd be like, oh my God, go read a book. And I was a big reader before I joined Unique too. So I don't know why I was so against reading a book, but I was working full time and I was running a business. I didn't have time to read a book. I needed to work my business and I needed to work full time and I needed a mom and I needed a parent. And when I hit the pillow and I was out. I didn't have time to read a book, but I'm telling you now that as soon as I started to even listen 10 minutes in the shower, 5 minutes as I'm washing the dishes, like we think that it's so useless, but it's so good. And if you have not listened to You Are a Badass yet, or You Are a Badass at Making Money, or The Energy Bus, or Girl Wash Your Face, go and do it. Okay, just listen to it on Audible. It's so easy. I'm the person that would be like, here we go, books. So I'm a recovering non-book reader, and it's changed everything. And every single time I get back in the dumps, because that's who we are, we're women, we are wired to have negative thoughts. First thing I do is I turn on Audible because it puts me back in my good place. I don't know if I went over or not. I wasn't even keeping time. So if I did, sorry. If I didn't, who's next?
No, you're good. That was fire. I love that you straight up were like, you can't teach someone to be a leader. You can give someone the tools to sell and to sponsor, and you can, help them have that mindset every single day. You can help them feel good. You can uplift, empower, validate them so they feel positive and they have that, like, you can be their personal developer. You can be that person for them. But you can't teach someone to be a leader. It just happens because it's a system. There's no secret sauce to this business. It's lather, rinse, repeat. It's book, sell, sponsor. And I thought that was freaking fire. That was freaking fire. I don't listen to personal development every day, and I know I should. So what I want to talk to you guys about, now you're going to get a little ham sandwich up in here. What I want to talk to you guys about is, I hope that Sonia helped you guys feel confident that you are worthy because you're here. If you weren't here, you wouldn't be in a position where you can, feel bad about what you're doing with your business. You're here. You're a fucking rock star. You know what I mean? So what I want to talk to you guys about is how to sponsor by building your network. And you guys, when I say this word out loud, you're gonna freak out. Some of you are gonna be like, I get it. But listen to me when I tell you that all you need to do to sponsor is be seen and grow your network. And the way to do that the fastest and the easiest way is to party. No one click out of this. I'm going to talk to you about different ways. I want to share with you how to party, different levels depending on how much time you have, depending on what kind of person you are, because we're all different kinds of people. We all have different personalities. We all work differently. We all act differently. We have, some of us are introverts, some of us are extroverted, some of us are a little bit of both. A lot of us have, like anxiety with going live or, being seen. And the bottom line is that when you do parties, you will be seen by a lot of people, and a lot of people very quickly. So those of you that don't know who I am, let me back up because I totally forgot. My name's Valentina Ganter. My team, I'm the lucky mama bear of Wonder Women. We went Black status in August of last year. We have about 1,300 people in the team right now. And I like to go ham sandwich on my personal wall, which I'm actually doing in 30 minutes. So I won't talk too long at you because I do have to go do that at 8:30. However, I want to tell you that a little bit about me. I'm a tomboy. I'm not fancy schmancy. I never went to school for business. I don't know how to apply makeup properly. I watch YouTube. And I'm a hot mess freaking mom. It's not like makeup is my skill that's brought me to success. What brought me to success was I was unapologetically me. And when I started, I asked, hey, how do I do this? And my sponsor said, you book parties and you sell product to these parties. Well, having just do that is how I met people. I had 8 frontline elites, 4 of which I met in parties. So if I were to take my team and look at my top 20% runners, the girls that do all the work, right, and take them and their teams out of my equation, I'd be a yellow status presenter. I grew because of the parties. And it wasn't necessarily that I was going into the parties and trying to sell the business or sell the opportunity. I was just so relatable in these parties because I wasn't trying to be a fancy makeup artist. I was doing videos in these parties and saying, hey, look, I, didn't even know what the hell liquid lipstick was, but I got some today. Let me show you what it is. Boom. And I would show them, and I was genuine, and people found that relatable because the majority of humans that you're going to meet when you network and you party and do stuff, the majority of humans that you're going to meet are not makeup artists. They probably are, they're intimidated enough just watching a stranger, let alone, trying to talk to you about their flaws. Do you know what I mean? So there's a couple different ways to party that both get you sales, grow your network, and subconsciously, which Nikki's really going to get into intention after I'm done, but subconsciously you're showing them the opportunity. And one of these ways is something that I just announced it to my team tonight. So some of you in my team may not have even seen it yet. Some of you that are not my team, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But the whole thing with parties right now, you guys, is closed groups suck. All right, I'll say it. Closed groups suck. Facebook has decided, by the way, I used to bartend for a long time, so sometimes I get a little like uncensored, but Facebook sucks. And so now what started when I started my business, which was closed groups, that's where you do parties. Right now, Facebook doesn't put that as a high priority. You got to work your business on your personal wall. And when it comes to sponsoring and partying and meeting people, it all can go into one with this really cool system of making videos, old school gangsta videos. I know, right? Do an old video, do a video, make it 2-3 minutes long, either talk about one product you love or multiple products you love, and send that video to your clients, to your past customers that have purchased from you, people that maybe haven't purchased from you but watch your stuff. You're going to send that video to them in Messenger. And you're going to say, hey, what would you say if I created wording for you and a party link just for you? And you posted this video at this exact time on this exact day with this wording, and anyone that shops and snags something from the link will help earn you free stuff. It's not booking a party. It's not asking for someone to be a hostess. It's simply getting your face seen by a lot of people. And when you get seen by a lot of people, not just on your wall, because that is your warm market, and eventually that warm market will fizzle out and die. You need to be seen by a lot of people. So you can do a party like that. Do one product. I just did a 3-minute video, 3 minutes, 3 products I love, 3 keys to being relatable. And the 3 things that I covered was, like the opportunity, or the love it guarantee, the link, and to follow me. And whether they buy from that or not, whether someone buys from a party, buys from an epic event, buys in a messenger party, buys from a real life party, buys from your VIP, regardless of whether they buy or not, you're being seen. And when you're seen and someone relates to you, whether it's because you're a mom, whether it's because you drink craft beer, whether it's because you have tattoos, whether it's because you curse a little bit, whether it's because you got 12 kids running behind you, whether it's because you say you're a tomboy, whether it's because you say you love Wonder Woman, whether it's because you have a Bob Ross statue behind you when you're doing your videos, whatever it is, maybe you're wearing a taco shirt, but all those things make you relatable to somebody. And the more you're seen, the more parties you do, the more messenger parties you do, the more, VIP you're doing, the more lives that you're doing on your wall, the more, lifestyle posts, which Nikki's going to really get into intention again. But the more that you're being consistent in doing the things, and the more you're being seen by people, the higher the chances are of people wanting to do what you do. Let me tell you how I started. I was not in a makeup group. I was not following my sponsor on Facebook. I didn't know who the hell she was. I was in a mom's group, which I hated because bitches are mean in a mom's group. They're rude. But I was in there, and I was thinking of moving to a neighborhood. I wanted to move to Lake Nona, right? So what did I do? I went into this mom's group, and I posted as a tomboy with like dreadlocks in my freaking profile picture with my kid with curse words on her onesie. I was just like, hey, does anyone in the Orlando area live in Lake Nona or around it? I'm thinking of getting a house there and blah, blah, blah. Well, someone tagged Melissa Salomon in that post, okay? Someone tagged her in that post, and she immediately messaged me, and she never talked about makeup. She never told me what she did. She never tried to offer me a party. She never did any of this shit. But what she did do was she was a nice human, okay? She was making sure that she was seen everywhere. And when I Facebook stalked her, because that's what these people do. When they see your face and they like you or relate to you, or maybe they even hate you, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to Facebook stalk you, all right? So if you are present on your main wall and you're being seen by all these people through however you want to party, whether it's messenger party, whether it's, again, however you want to party, whatever party works best for you, when a lot of people see you and you do the simple task of saying, please feel free to follow me. I do demos all the time on my main wall. That's all you got to say. It's a magical sentence. And let me tell you something. I've been saying it every single time I'm live and every single time I do a party and every single time I get a client to share a video or share a live or share a video or post or whatever. Anytime someone does that, the simple words of feel free to follow me makes a big difference, because when they follow you, when people follow you on your main wall and you're consistent on your main wall, not with posting pictures of products, but being you and showing who you are and allowing people to relate to you as a mom, as a wife, as a, as a lover of tacos and unicorns and Bob Ross and Wonder Woman and all this shit. When you allow people to see that part of you and you're consistently doing the things and you're letting everyone watch and all these eyes are on you from parties, your wall, all these things, people will relate to you. And when people watch you and they relate to you, they'll start to like you and trust you. And when they like you and they trust you, then they will buy from you. And that's great. That's fantastic. But the best thing is you're showing them the lifestyle that they could have. You're showing them that someone that's not a makeup artist, someone that maybe works full time. I mean, I work from home, so I relate with work from home moms. But if you work 2 jobs and you're still doing a side hustle that brings you positivity and joy and you're having fun, people are going to see that and be like, oh, dang, I thought I'd have to stay home and do this. She works 2 jobs. I work 2 jobs. She looks like she's having fun. I want to be having fun. I love makeup, but I'm not good at it. And she just said she's not either. You are doing this attraction marketing without even thinking about it because you're unapologetically you. You're not allowing this excuse of I'm not good enough, I'm not successful enough to get in the way of you being you, because people buy you. They can go to the drugstore and buy a damn mascara. And you know what? I love Epic mascara and it is my favorite mascara. But if I was in a pinch, I could buy Maybelline. It's cool. Why are they going to buy from you? Because they like you, because they see you, because your friends, they see your friends sharing your shit everywhere. They see you offering, free product to your friends for doing something really easy and you offering this and you doing this. They see that. And if they see that enough and you're consistent enough and you're not complaining and you're not bitching and you're just living your best damn life for all to see, then that's going to attract people to you. And what Sonia was talking about earlier when it comes to, when she was talking about you have to feel worthy, and some of us don't feel like we're good enough. Listen to me right now. Listen to what she said, and listen to me tough love before I turn it over to Nikki. The freaking charm that's next to your name, that doesn't fucking matter, all right? That doesn't determine your success. So if you for 1 second think, oh, I'm too new, I'm only yellow, I'm only pink, drop the word only, because that word sucks. Drop it, because the people that watch you, they don't even freaking know what pink status means. They don't know what that means. They don't know what that means, okay? So drop the color charm next to your name. It doesn't determine your success. It doesn't determine your self-worth. Success isn't measured by the money in your pocket or how big your freaking house is or how fancy your car is, all right? That doesn't matter. You get out there and you do you. You be seen by booking parties however you have to book them, okay? Whatever you need to do the parties, you do the parties, okay? I don't care if it's a messenger party, a 30-minute party, an epic event. I don't care if it's someone sharing one of your videos or someone sharing your live or you doing a VIP party or a watch. I don't give a shit what it is, but you need to be seen by everybody that'll watch you, and you have to give them a reason to keep watching you. I'm done going ham. I kept it less than 15 minutes. That was my 14 and a half. I'm going to turn it over to Nikki.
Can you hear me?
I will get back on muting as people come in. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Can you hear me, Val?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Yes. Raise your hand if you can hear me. Okay, cool. All right, so I was waiting for Val to drop the F-bomb. She did it later than I expected, but it was good. Okay, so if you have no idea who I am, my name is Nikki Simpches. I'm the Black Status Exclusive Leader with Younique, okay? So here's my story. I have 1,082 ladies on my team. Now, when we say 1,600, 1,000, 1,200, that's a vanity number, guys, because we all know that that many people are not still active, mainly because most of those people either get in their own way or they join the witness protection program when they get involved. But out of that 1,082, I have over 650 that are active. So if you're here right now, if you're my top 30, use a badass, and I love you. So I joined by basically watching somebody be herself on Facebook all the time. I joined July of 2016, July 29th, 2016. And I joined somebody who I met in a mom's group, okay? And she's not a makeup artist. And she would go live every damn day. So perky that it almost like made me nauseous. Like she was always so happy and so excited about everything. And you kind of had to stop and watch her because she was just like so happy that it was like contagious. So I'd see her all the time and I'm like, you know, everybody else was just getting into like this crazy mascara hype. Everybody and their mother was joining. So my Facebook was just flooded with women showing off the makeup, but she just had like a different personality. And I watched her every single day. I probably watched her for a year. And I'm a professional makeup artist. I wasn't watching her to watch how she did her makeup. I wasn't really interested in how she did her makeup. I didn't care about that. I cared because she was so nice that I wanted a part of it. So I was a bar manager at the time. I was also filling in as a GM at the time. And I was working between 60 and 80 hours a week. And I am a mother of two babies with autism. Savino and Eliana, and they are my life. And I did not know that they were autistic at the time. I knew something was up. So we were doing evaluations and observations and life was crazy. And I was just trying to do it all. And I finally one day was just like being frugal and I didn't want to pay for shipping. And I saw that Leslie posted it was free shipping for 3 more days. So I messaged her and I said, I'm ready. And she said, for what? And she had never offered me the opportunity once. So I literally joined her team and became a Black status on her team by not wanting anything to do with the opportunity. I just wanted to be a part of her energy. Okay? You are good at talking. I don't know who you're talking to. That's my ADD is going to go crazy with the chat. So I joined her because of her energy, literally based off of her energy. And I joined and I hit yellow really fast. And I hit fast start really fast. And I was not messaging and I wasn't going live because I was scared. I didn't message people because I thought that was spammy and gross. I didn't go live because I thought people would think I was stupid. And I'm a professional makeup artist and I didn't want to go live and do my makeup. I was like, people are going to think I'm stupid and trying to sell whatever this is. I didn't want anything to do with that part of it. Personal development, I thought was a hoax to sell books. I thought book people were just trying to get me to pay money for crappy books. So I didn't do any of that. So finally, after 3.5 months, guys, this is what I did in 3.5 months. In 100 days, I sponsored 4 people and only one wanted the opportunity. And she didn't even want it like that bad. So for those of you who are obsessed with instant gratification, you're like, oh my God, I've only sponsored one person in the past 5 minutes. Okay, you need to just chill for a second because it takes time, patience, and a lot of consistency. So in 100 days, I sponsored 4 people. Only one wanted the opportunity. And then I decided to get my head out of my ass and start going live and start doing the things. And it was promotion after promotion after promotion. We hit Black in 13 months with 287 girls on our team. And I retired myself the month after we hit Black so I could be home with my babies. But the only reason that I was able to do that is because I was consistent. Once I decided after 3.5 months that I would get my head out of my ass, I did not stop. I did not stop. I was so foot on the gas with my business and proud of what I was doing. And I didn't give a shit what anybody thought about it. The haters on Facebook, I deleted so many damn people in my life. People that I have been in my life for a very long time. I don't have time for your negativity. You're gone. Only good people in my life. So I was consistent and write these down, okay? Be consistently authentic. Nobody wants to see robots. If the kudos comes out and you're friends with all the same people as, you know, the girls on your team and you're posting the same damn thing over and over and over and over and over again, ain't nobody going to want to watch you. Nobody's going to want to follow you anymore because then it looks like the same shit. So be authentic. Make it yours. Be consistently unapologetic. Val said this earlier. Be unapologetically you. You need to stop being ashamed to share an opportunity that's changing your life. If you made friends because of this, if you made money because of this, if you have more time with your family, if you're able to be with your spouse more, why would you be sorry about that? Why would you prevent sharing that? Don't do that. Be unapologetic about everything with this business. If you're going for a promotion, share it. If a girl on your team, just hit a promotion and you're proud of her, share it. If you're going to Cancun, share it. If, somebody shouted you out and it made you feel good, share it, okay? Be consistently influential. You have a global platform. You are in an international beauty business. If you are not using your platform to be a positive influence, like for the world, you're playing too small. You are playing too small. There are 2 billion people on Facebook right now. And I can tell you right now, they all don't wear unique. Okay. So get up in their circle and be a positive influence in a Facebook feed full of bull crap. Because your feed is full of politics and haters and people bitching about their day and negativity and woe is me. And then here you come and you're like, girl, we're going to snatch this face to the heavens. Come on, sip with me. And you have wine and everything's great, right? Be consistently relatable. Nobody gives a crap about perfection. They want to know that you're struggling and getting through it and how did you do it? Go be an influence, okay? Nobody wants to see your perfect hair. I'm just kidding. Nobody wants to see your perfect anything. They want to see that you're real and relatable. I go live with my frizzed off breaking hair and you just see pieces of my hair falling out. But I'm going to show you how to, I hear a child at the door. I'm going to show you how to get better hair. Okay. So you want to teach them things. You want to be relatable. It doesn't always have to be unique makeup. Be consistently open. Okay. If you're going through a really rough patch, like my whole network was with me when my son was diagnosed with autism because I was very open about being a special needs mom. I was very open about those things. That expanded my network. And it wasn't even about the money and it wasn't about the makeup. That expanded my friendships and connections with women, autism moms and special needs moms. And that connected me with a whole new world of people. And I was able to positively influence their life. So be open. Be consistently intentional. If you are just going ham in your messenger and messaging people with the same copy and pasted bullshit that somebody told you to write over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, but then your girlfriend over here is sending the same thing to the same people over and over and over and over again, that's how we get a bad rep. You need to say their name. You need to relate to them. Send them a voice message. Connect with them personally. You need to be consistently sharing. Share the things you love. I said this at a talk that I did in Pennsylvania a few weeks ago. I don't know if you guys like football, but there is a wonderful man who literally got drafted from college with one hand, and he's starting front line. One hand. If a man can play football with one hand for the NFL, you can share shit that you like on Facebook without being scared. Guys, it's not that serious, right? Can I get like hallelujah hands if you understand me here? Do you get it? It's not that hard. Go Eagles. Okay. You need to be consistently connecting. If you are not building authentic relationships with people by adding Facebook friends, it's not rude, Val. Connecting with Facebook friends, commenting on their posts, getting to know them. If you are not in Facebook groups that pertain to hobbies that you like in life, then you're playing it small again. You need to be in groups. You need to be connecting with people. People need to have their eyes on you. You need to be following up, consistently following up. If you are selling products and you are not all up in your messenger, sending them a message, hey girl, your product shipped. Hey, your product should be there tomorrow. Hey, did you get it? Hey, do you like it? If you're not constantly following up, you're not giving amazing customer service. Give amazing customer service because then when they're happy, you have 2 options with your follow-up. Book a party, join my team. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you like the mascara. you might as well just get the kit. You get the mascara and the kit, and you can share it with your friends. You can share this mascara with your friends, basically be a beauty affiliate and make some cash back. That's pretty good around the holidays. That is how you can spin it, and you could sponsor a ton of people for the holidays. We have Black Friday sales coming, guys. Come on. Come on. Constantly booking parties. If you hate parties, I get it. I get it. So many people hate parties. But if you hate parties, it's because you haven't had success with parties and you assume that parties are there for PRS and not for growing your network. So if you switch your mindset that parties are there to connect with women and grow your network, PRS is a bonus. PRS is a bonus. Most of the women in parties will buy from you 5 to 7 months after the party because they saw you, and even though they weren't interacting in the group and you got all pissy about it, she probably started following you and sees you on your personal wall, and when she's ready for mascara, she's going to come to you if you actually stayed consistent. Constantly attracting, okay? Consistently attracting. Attraction marketing is huge. Everything you pay for with your Purple card, share it. I always say on payday, I love doing this post because so many people are like, do you make real money? I always say happy payday to my girls getting their not real money, paying their not real bills, gassing up their not real cars. Yeah, I love my fake money. I make it rain fake money. I love sharing that because I'm showing you that I actually do stay home with my kids because of this not real money. And I did buy a car because of my not real money. And I have changed a lot of lives on my team. We have 14 elites and 3 generations on our team. Those women are changing their lives because of this not real money. So I'm very sarcastic with that, but I share the trips and the incentives and the swag. Every piece of swag you have, if it's not on your Instagram, girl, you're playing it small. You need to share everything. You think a little bag is not worth sharing, you're wrong. Everything. Also, if you are harboring any negativity about sponsoring right now, if you're mad that a girl didn't join your team when she told you she was going to, if you're pissed that the site got glitchy and a girl gave up trying to join your team, if you're mad that somebody joined and immediately went into hiding, if you're mad that somebody hit yellow, she was going, and then she went off the grid, deleted her Facebook, nobody knows who she is, where she is, what she's doing. If you have any kind of negativity about sponsoring, whether you think you're a bad leader, you don't think that you're valuable enough, girls keep telling you they're going to join, but then they join somebody else's team, or they tell you they're going to join and then they disappear into thin air. Any kind of negativity you have about sponsoring prevents you from sponsoring. It creates this mental brick wall right in front of you that literally says, do not join my team because I'm not ready for you. If you wouldn't join your team right now, ask yourself this. This is a hard thing to ask yourself. If you would not join your team at this very moment, this is why you're not sponsoring. Because if you're putting out any energy that says, I'm not ready, or don't choose me, no one's going to join your team. But when you start training your mind like, I'm a badass leader, the opportunity I have is life-changing. It's great. What I have is going to bring value to any person that decides to trust me and join me. All of a sudden, you're going to start attracting women that need this. So I want you to think about your ideal business partner, what she looks like, what she wears, what her background is, what her history was like, if she got a daddy, if she's got mommy issues, whoever she is, I want you to really think about who she is, what she needs, what she wants. I want you to write it down. And then I want you to think about, if you were her, what time on Facebook, what post on Facebook, if she was scrolling her feed, would she stop and say, yep, I'm ready. That's exactly what I needed to see. What kind of sign are you putting out for these women? If you want to attract a single mom who wants to be home with her babies, think about her mindset. What time of day after her busy day at work, is she going to sit in bed after a long day and scroll her feed and see that opportunity post that changes her entire life? You have to think about them too. You have to think about the women you're willing to help. Don't just be like, I have to sponsor, I have to sponsor. You need to sponsor with intention. You need to think about the women that you're about to change life. So you need to put that energy out to get that back. All right? Also, out of the 106 that I've personally sponsored, at least 70% of that asked me for the opportunity. And that's because I was so full force on my page and in my parties and in my groups. They asked me. Everybody else, I asked. I was a savage and I asked. But people will come to you because you're going to show them that you have what they need. Okay? Hopefully that helps. If that helps, I don't say hi, wave.
Dude, that was amazing. Like, I'm like writing notes left, right, and center. Thank you. Thank you. Two things that I want, like, I hope you guys took notes. If you didn't take notes, go back and watch the replay when we give it to you. But that was really, really good. One thing that I wanted to mention was I find that when people are going through a rough patch in their lives, in their personal life, or even in business, but more specifically, what I want to talk about is in your personal life, what the majority of people tend to do is back off from Younique. They back off. They're like, I just have a lot going on right now. I know I'm trying, but I just have a lot going on right now. What I found in my most successful months of people coming on and joining, and I'm talking like yellow, white, yellow, pink, blue, like all the way through, okay, is when I was coming live on Facebook and talking about that rough patch that I was going through. Okay, like I've gone through the worst depression that I've ever dealt with in my life. I was like at crisis. I didn't know if I was going to wake up the next morning, and my audience knew about it. People knew, and I wasn't that huge at the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't black. People knew. Like, you know, if I was going through a rough patch with my family, I think that a lot of people feel like they can't talk about stuff because it's not their story to tell, and that's okay. Because you don't necessarily have to tell somebody else's story, but just be authentically you, just like Nikki was talking about, and come to Younique, come to your Y sisters. Keep your Y sisters are here. Like, we're a family, and we're here to uplift and empower you. I'm not saying in group chats be like, this sucks, nobody's buying from me, but you could say, you know what, guys, like, my Nona is really, really sick right now, and if anybody wants to send me some funny GIFs, I'd appreciate it. Like, come to your business. Come to, like, talk about it in your lives. So many more people will be able to relate to you and love on you when you were honest with people about who you are, instead of trying to pretend that you're like this perfect person, and when you can't be perfect, you walk away from your business. So that was one thing. And the second thing Nikki talked about was attraction marketing, in the sense of like just showing off everything. Like, anytime I got a card from anybody, boom, I would show it off. Anytime I won anything, anytime I was on the leaderboards, every single time I was on the leaderboards, I would show it off. If depending on what team are you, like on my team, I show like first to 500 on my leaderboard, or like whatever, first to 500. I would take that cover photo and I would like take out everybody else and be like, oh my God, I made the cover photo. Like, I would show it off. And right here, this video right here, right now, this Zoom is attraction marketing. I just got off the most incredible training by top leaders in this company because I am in the top 30 of my my upline's entire team. That's attraction marketing. People are going to be like, dang, every single time people join my team, it was because I was showing off that I was successful. They don't, exactly what they were saying. They don't know what yellow status, pink status, blue, green, and orange. They don't know. They don't know. You make it out to be black status. You make it out to be whatever you want it to be. Be who you want to become. Just blow it up. Blow yourself up. You are in the top freaking 30. Dude. That's it. Val, you still on here?
I am. That was bomb. You're in the top 30. Yeah, guys, just, I hope that this helped you guys. I hope this got you pumped. Just know that when it comes to sponsoring, if it's a mindset thing or a worth thing, like, that's something that you can correct. The personal development is there. A lot of the times it's free. You can go to YouTube and watch a 5-minute Jim Carrey mindset or Les Brown mindset and get your energy up. If it is a matter of you not feeling like you're worthy of the success, or you feel like maybe you can't oh, why would she want to because I'm not? Remove that line from your damn vocabulary, all right? Showing up with intention consistently will do wonders for you. And if you're doing the parties on top of just going live on your main wall, and being in a good, and setting your mind to a point where you're good and you're doing it consistently, and then you're doing the parties on top of it to get more people, as many people as possible to watch you and pay attention, then it's going to happen for you. It's a matter of pushing. When the times are slow and we have a slow month like October, maybe, I don't know, I'm just saying it, hypothetically, maybe October is slow. But if you have a month like that, the harder you work when it's slow, the more reward you'll get when it's a good month, because they will have seen you push through. They don't know it's a slow month. For all they know, you're getting your car bonus, you're getting this, you're in the top 30, They don't know what a slow month is. They don't know what statuses mean. They don't know any of that, all right? They're only going to know what you show them. So show them how great you are, show them how amazing this opportunity is, and make them go, I want to do what she does. When you get someone that organically comes to you and goes, man, I want that. I want her positivity. I want her fun. I want to stay home with my babies. I want to, be open about my depression or my anxiety. I want to help other people. Whatever it is, make them want to be part of it. And that's on you. All right. If you are too scared to do it, you got to look at why you started in the first place. If you're too scared to push a live button or you're too scared to send messages, look at why you started in the first place. And I love how, Sonia, I love how you put it into that order and then you went back and you read it through. Like, that was Bob. That just makes you go, dang, maybe I need to get my foot out of my puckered up butthole and just do it. So sorry for being crass there, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. I think we should do a top 30 every month. I think Sonia and myself and Nikki, I think everyone would agree to that, right? I think every month we should do a top 30, see what's going on, get a sponsoring Zoom, get a selling Zoom, what have you. But y'all are badasses. So for 1 second after this Zoom, you still don't know that, you need to message me and I will, freaking virtually punch you in the face, because you need to not think like that anymore, because you are in it. You're in the top 30. You're the top sellers in 3 different Black Statuses teams. That's pimp. All right. You are a badass, and don't you ever forget it. So I'm going to try to save the Zoom. I'm going to go ham sandwich on my personal wall right now, but I will save the Zoom and I will get it to your wonderful leaders so they can share it with whoever missed the Zoom. But thank you guys so much. Go out there and be great. Go rock your businesses. You are already really, really ridiculously amazing at the selling part. Go show people. Go show people every single day how freaking fantastic you are. All right, guys. We love you. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.